Long live the Queen. This is a cute little sim game about a young princess working towards her coronation ceremony. And you're controlling this princess, guiding her through her everyday life, building up your skills, and trying not to find an untimely death. Which, as we're about to experience, can be harder than one might think. So, let's get started. Jocelyn, King Dowager, Duke of Caloris. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Elodie, Crown Princess. Hmm. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us. On you. I'll be here to guide you until your coronation. But the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your mates are waiting. So, welcome to Long Live the Queen. This is your first time playing, you should read this brief introduction about how the game works. Actually, I'm gonna be explaining this because it's pretty long. I'm gonna explain how while I go along. So, we got the skills. They're like social skills like demeanor and conversation. They're physical skills, which is with weapons, animal handling, mystical about faith and lumen. Lumen is apparently the name of magic in this game. And you got the intellectual, like the normal history, medicine, economics, and apparently how you can be a two-faced bitch. But you need a pretty balanced set of skills to get through this game. You may notice these numbers here. They are actually bonuses and malices for depending on your mood. As you can see, I'm pretty depressed and afraid right now. So, depressed, of course, I don't want to do conversation or athletics. I feel down. But working with instruments or decoration cheers me is good when you're depressed. So I'm getting a bonus on that. Yeah, there are different outfits, but I only have this so far. And every day you can decide on which classes, every week you can decide on which classes to take, and yeah, you take those and then you level up in your skills. So I actually, since I have a bonus on expression and animal handling, I want to train handling dogs and playing an instrument, cause that sounds like a lot of fun. So animal handling, dogs, and expression instrument. Done. So, and as you get more points, for example, I get 15 points now because I got a bonus. You visit the and every 10 points you get a new level which flavor text. You visit the kennels and learn about different breeds of dogs. So now we can differentiate Doberman from a German Shepherd, which is nice. Good to know. You tap out chimming dials on a Glockenspiel, learning the basics of harmony and rhythm. Gotta start somewhere. What's all that noise outside? Who's there? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Darling, we were so terrible sorry to hear about your mother Fidelia. Oh, Lucille, Countess of Nyx. Thank you. Laurent, Duke of Merver. You look well, niece. Charlotte, Lady Merver. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Lottie. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep, Mommy said we'd be here all month. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. See, you just saw that pop up because she met an old friend. She gets more cheerful, which is nice. So, and now we can do stuff like, for example, we could play with toys. We would get a little lonely, but it would cheer us up. Or we could go to the service, which apparently makes you depressed, which is not a good sign for what the people who made this game think about churches. Visit Doom makes you depressed and afraid, which... Oh, it makes you minus depressed. Well, now I just pissed off a lot of Christians. Great. So, I think we talk to our father. Dad, can we talk? I'm sorry, your uncle and I have things to do. Maybe another time. Oh. Oh, come on, you could talk to your daughter, you know. It's pretty mean. So now we can see our mood has changed. We got more depressed and lonely, which is so just wonderful. Which... Oh, and as you train, you can see you get more bonuses. So actually I'm gonna do some more voice here to get that up too, and I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna do horses because I gotta learn how to ride. You walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses. Hi, horses! Learning about their breeds and the name for different parts of their anatomy. That kinda sounds like cutting up a horse. Just saying. You practice deep breathing exercises to build up your ability to sustain a note. What's that commotion outside? Father, what's going on? Juliana, Duchess of Ursel. I have come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respects or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I am a lumen, as was she, and like every lumen, I am willing to give my life, if necessary, to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. Well, my mother trusted you, but kinda arrest... I don't want to arrest her. I'll send her away. You hurt my father. Get out, leave, and don't come back. I kinda don't trust that woman. She looks evil. Oh, now I skipped the dialogue. Great. I'm not a smart man. So, let's actually try get out of the depression. So we gotta get cheerful. +1 lonely, +1 cheerful. Yeah, let's do this. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulder. So, how did our mood change? Yeah, still pretty depressed. So, one more instrument, one more voice, one more horses. Let's level that up. You learn about caring for horses, grooming with different brushes, and keeping hooves free of stones. You learn about the different pieces that go into saddles and bridles, how to check for signs of wear, and how to equip and adjust them on a horse. Well, now I just have to learn how to ride one. You learn the difference in resonance between the chest, the head, and the nose. You learn about different vocal ranges, from the most profound bass to the rare coloratura soprano. He loves me not. I almost skipped again. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with the flowers. Me too. You gather your skirts and prepare to sit down, when all of a sudden a hissing noise alerts you to a hidden danger. A snake! Charlotte, don't move! Test reflex failed, +1 afraid. You grab for a stick to push the snake away, but you lack the skills to do the job properly, and poking the snake only makes it angry. Too fast to see, it lunges forward and sinks its fangs into your leg. Ow! The snake slithers away, but it's too late now. A strange tingling sensation begins to spread through your flesh. That's a milk viper. They're poisonous. I don't feel good. Your leg is going numb. You stumble and fall to the ground. Hold on! Your cousin kneels beside you and presses hands over the bite mark. The area throbs painfully, then begins to feel warm. After a minute, you're dizzy, but your leg isn't buzzing anymore, and even the wound has disappeared. How did you do that? I don't know how I do it. I just can. I'm not supposed to tell anybody. People think it's freaky. You won't tell, will you? Of course not. I'm just lucky we're here. Girls, what's going on out here? I heard yelling. Nothing. We saw a snake, but it got away. A snake? That's it! Charlotte, pack your things. We're going back to Merva. It's not safe here. Aww. Well, let's get some more cheerful. So you could see there that was a test, and our reflexes are 0. So if we had gotten above a certain threshold there, we would have probably been able to defend ourselves against the snake. So now we got a new mood, because our new mood is lonely. It gives us a bonus to conversation and medicine, but demeanor, intrigue and faith is lowered. So, well, public speaking, court manners. I think we should learn something about the court manners if we're going to be queen. And I just don't feel like medicine. I mean, we almost got poisoned, but I just kind of don't feel like that's gonna bring us far, so I would rather learn something about economics. I feel like that's something a queen should know. So let's learn something about trade. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. You learn that even the smallest of villages has a central market where locals can trade what they have grown or made with others with different skills. Well, Home Economics 101. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zahar and the parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we get more servants every day. Maybe our father has time for us now. Dad, what really happened to Mom? She was a lumen, a magic user. It was meant to be in reserve to defend our domain, but she insisted on... You don't need to hear that. She used magic. It drained her strength. She thought it was harmless, and it wasn't. Eventually, her heart just... stopped. That's why I don't want you involved with it. Well, that's sad. Did that change our mood? See, we always only get the one from the strongest. Like, now we're lonely. So I feel like doing trade one more time and doing court manners one more time. So let's do this. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you will just jump at them and bite their head off. Now, if they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. That's why no one turns his back to the queen. She's a deadly monster. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistake, but they will notice them. You learn that individual peddlers travel between villages and cities, some on foot with packs and mules, others riding horses or wagons. Sometimes different wagons group together to form a caravan. One of the mage approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. Foreign intelligence failed, foreign affairs failed. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Telasi. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of, deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace! Test court manners. Success! Yes! It might not be appropriate for me to wear a man's gift in public, though. People would think it meant something. Yeah, they will, so better not. It's important to maintain the proper image. So let's try to get lonely away. What makes lonely go away? Pressured. Great, I'm gonna pressure her a little. But this will make me depressed again. Ah, no, I will attend court and learn something about the legal system. Sitting in a court session is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and it may be important for your future. Sadly, that's how it is. Oh, she looks cute, doesn't she? Well, great. Minus 3 on weapon and minus 3 on lumen. Which is great. But I get a bonus on royal demeanor, history and faith. Yeah, I should catch up on my own history, actually. And some presence, an aura of confidence and command. Yes. People shall weep in front of me. You heard about the history of your domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast as well as a few island territories. Over time, your influence has waned. You practice wearing the royal regalia and look at yourself in a mirror. Young as you are, you're a queen of the blood. You're your mother's daughter. You're a force to be reckoned with. Your Royal Highness, I would speak with you. What is it? Your mother wielded the power of a lumen, as have the kings and queens of Nova before her. Now that she's gone, that responsibility falls to you. Her crystal of power is now yours. My father said I shouldn't get involved in magic. If you don't, who will defend your domain if the Krakens rise again? The Krakens? I have seen signs of the future. Danger is coming. I can teach you to control your powers, but first you must seize your birthright and become a lumen. I will do it. No one will release the Kraken on my watch. How do I do that? You must find the royal crystal. Speak to your father. He will know where it is. Yeah, and he will so tell me. Dad, what happened to Mom's lumen crystal? Wow, sneaky. Sneaky girl. It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine. Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want. But for now, you are still a child. No, I'm afraid. Which gives me a bonus to agility and faith. Well, actually, I don't plan on doing anything with faith, so... But agility could be... Nah, I'll go back to the basics. Learn some. And master my singing. And some more trading if I wasn't getting punished for that. Yeah, no punishment for trading. You learn the Sol Fa system, a way of expressing a tune where each note is represented by a different syllable. Isn't that like that do re mi fa sol or that? Isn't that I can't sing. Not for a dime. The most important trade route in the domain is the Kavala River. It travels through the center of your lands, and almost every duchy contains tributaries that feed into the Kavala, allowing goods to be shipped along it by boat. That is certainly handy to know. As you're walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down, holding a towering pile of lime. Elegance failed. Reflexes failed. Before you can react, she barrels into you, sending you and the sheets flying. Oh, my lady, I'm sorry. Courtmare, success. These things happen. It's not a big deal. Accept her apology. No real harm done. Please be more careful in the future. Yes, my lady. Thank you. Well, let's talk to the priestess again. My father said I can't have the crystal until I'm queen. He's hiding it somewhere. What do I do? I will search for it. She brings out a black bowl filled with water and stares into its depth. You look as well, but you see nothing but your own reflection. Oh, so she has clairvoyance. The divination failed. The crystal is kept in a treasury under guard. They have been ordered to keep you out. You must find a way past this obstacle. Like what? Use your skills to convince them to stand aside, or else dispose of them. What? Their lives are a small price to pay for the safety of your domain. You must have that crystal. Is she serious? She wants me to kill my own guards? Try to reach the crystal. If you fail, speak to me again, and I will help you to do whatever needs to be done. No? I feel like learning some accounting. You brush up on basic mathematics with the help of an abacus. You study the manipulation of larger quantities through direct calculations using written numbers instead of an abacus. You should learn math. Math is important. There's a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters, which can be moved and reused. I think that's fine. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. I have no idea. With these systems, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now, and makes copies to send it all over the world. That sounds fabulous! Production trade. Failed. We're not interested. Yes, we are! Okay, treasury. Let's look at it. Accounting and presents failed. So the guards won't let me past. Okay. So I can either do accounting or presents, and I have a I have a minus on that, so I'm gonna level up accounting more. You study money lending and the controversies involved in sharing interest and charging interest. According to the Druids, one should always return more than one is loaned, or else the debt gave no value to the world. The old wise Druids from Goldman Sachs. You study bookkeeping and the art of notating incomes and expenditures, as well as how to determine the amount of funds a solvent business needs to keep on hand in order to continue functioning. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now's the time to push back. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know how to know the details. I guess they're occupying Southern Marie. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. If I might say so, you're looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you will think fondly of me. Is he flirting with me? He's almost as old as my father. That's a no-no. Let's see if I can do accounting now. Accounting, partial success. You try to explain to the guards that you need to visit the treasury in order to get an accurate report on the domain's finances. They waver slightly, but in the end they stand by your father's command. Meanies. Let's do some accounting and some trade. You'll learn about the concept of diminishing returns, a point after which spending more on a particular project fails to improve it as much as the previous spending did. Your skill accounting is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your other economic skills are 25 or higher. Oh. Much of the domain's trade comes from the Western Ocean. The capital city and your castle are located on an island near the mouth of Kavala River, where it meets the sea. That makes it the most important location for trade in the domain. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful. No one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Your Royal Highness, I thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an agreement. Let bygones be bygones. No? We will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. I have no privilege. I don't want to. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We are willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could settle the matter for 8,000 golden lassie. Accounting and trade success! Bitch! That's more than all of Marie pays in taxes in a year. It's far too much. Let's make a counter offer. You and I both know that's more than land is worth. 4,000 lassie is more than generous. Then we accept your generosity. Phew, at least that's over with. Let's see, I have 50. That should be enough, right? Partial success. So I have to get the others over 25. Great mother of Great mother of Jesus. You learn that Sunset Bay off the coast of Duchy Mazomber is a prime location for fishing. You'll learn how farmers in the Duchy of Marie rotate between the fields for raising crops and fields that lie fallow. You'll learn that most of the domain's iron is mined in Sudbury and transported west by the Gowan River to the Kavala. You've unlocked a new outfit! Oh, I skipped this all. Fish stick. Some people died, and I didn't see. And I didn't see it. Great. I gotta play. Oh, outfit. I got a new outfit. Tuxedo. Oh my god, she's adorable. Okay, let's do some accounting. Just to get that over with. You study taxation and learn about how past monarchs demanded too much and drove peasants into ruin in order to collect it. Other monarchs demanded too little and drove whole domains into ruin by lacking the funds to sustain and defend them. You studied the standard operating costs of the domain's military and the amounts needed to commission new ships, soldiers, and kings. Knights. We do not recruit more kings. We're already in the process of recruiting a new queen, and that's hard enough. You study the art of laying customs duties and how those tariffs can affect the flow of goods in any of the country, in and out of the country. Bah. I'm getting dyslexic over here. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Herbs and battlefield music. Failed. Let's see. Wizard Treasury. Success! You overwhelm the guards with facts and figures, explaining that you need treasury access to adjust the royal budget, which may affect their pay packets as well as the tax assessed on their friends and family. They stand aside. The glitter is dazzling, but some sixth sense draws you towards one little locked box in particular. This is what you need. This is the crystal that will make you illumine. You tuck the box into your pocket. You can show it to your mentor later and get instruction on what to do next. Yay! Oh, it boosts those. Okay, this is nice. This is really nice. So I figure I get it once I get like 25 in each subject. So I'm gonna do some public speaking next and see what that unlocks. You practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. I could use that. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Corset, the Duchess of Mead. Oh, I can scroll back in the dialogue. That would have me so much before. It's horrible. Is she alright? No one history failed. Great! She's unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice. It is. Them devils. Oh. It's justice it is. Them devils killed me brother and brought me mom's heart. Lied to her they did. When she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but I say we imprison her. Execution is just wrong. I mean, you can't be like murder is wrong, so we'll murder it to prove it. You have tried to murder a noble of my domain, and I have no reason to believe you wouldn't do it again. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life. You'll not have me! All of a sudden, she breaks loose from her guards and rushes at you. In your court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon and find only a heaven golden ornament which you hurl in her direction. Archery failed. Your missile flies wide of its mark. Before you have a chance to do anything else, your personal guards step into action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger you. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Clean that up. Let's show her my crystal. I got the crystal. What do I do now? The crystal must merge with your flesh, binding its energy to you. That sounds painful. It will become a part of you for as long as you live. Hold it in your hands, feel it against your skin, place it on your chest, over your heart, and believe. I do believe in magic. I do. Take hold of the crystal and wish. Oh my god. This is so... What? Wasn't it supposed to show me magic? Why I didn't see magic? Now that you are one of us, I can train you in the use of your powers. Wait, you're Lumen? She holds on hands. Light flickers above her bosom, and then with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. Before you can react, she claps her hands together, and the crystal vanishes. My powers have been handed down in secret, so that I would be here and ready when you needed me. Okay, and I think that's as much as I can record right now. So, gonna continue this another time. See you later.